who uses structural adjustment programs. Have you ever wondered how some countries tackle economic crises? One approach they often turn to is structural adjustment programs. So, who exactly uses these programs? Structural adjustment programs are mainly employed by developing nations that find themselves in tough economic situations. These countries often struggle with high levels of debt and fiscal imbalances. When they seek help, they usually turn to international financial institutions like the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank. These institutions provide financial assistance with certain conditions attached. Countries that adopt structural adjustment programs aim to stabilize their economies, reduce inflation, and restore fiscal balance. To achieve these goals, they often shift their economic policies toward free market principles. This means they need to implement various neoliberal reforms. Such reforms include reducing government intervention in the economy, liberalizing trade, privatizing state-owned businesses, and encouraging export-led growth. This shift represents a significant change from earlier development strategies. For example, many post-colonial and socialist-leaning countries previously focused on state-led industrialization and protecting local industries through import substitution industrialization. From a socialist viewpoint, structural adjustment programs are seen as tools that impose capitalist and neoliberal policies on developing nations. Critics argue that these programs undermine efforts to pursue socialist or state-driven economic development. They often prioritize market liberalization and global integration over social welfare and equitable development. This perspective suggests that structural adjustment programs can lead to increased inequality and social hardship. Countries that have historically embraced socialist principles tend to manage their economies through state planning and protection of domestic industries. However, structural adjustment programs push these nations to dismantle such structures. Since the 1980s, many countries in Latin America, Africa, and parts of Asia have used structural adjustment programs during debt crises. While these programs aim to stabilize economies and promote growth, the social costs can be substantial. Critics highlight that the negative effects on social welfare and alternative economic models are often overlooked. In summary, structural adjustment programs are primarily utilized by developing countries facing economic challenges, often under the guidance of international financial institutions. These programs representing a significant shift in economic policy, moving away from state-led approaches toward market-oriented reforms.